Hey guys, I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Joy, and if you are watching this, you are interested in making money from home. I'm actually so excited to share this opportunity with you. It has absolutely changed my life. It has changed me and my family's future. We've been able to pay off all of our debt, go on our dream Disney World trip. We're in the process of building a house. I was able to quit my job within my first 30 days of starting this. I was on WIC, I was on food stamps, I was donating plasma and doing Instacart and DoorDash on the side. I was working a full-time job and I was also taking side jobs. A little bit about me, I am a single mom to 6 kids. I don't have any prior experience whatsoever with digital marketing. I did do an MLM back in the day, absolutely got burnt out with that. Never wanted to have to deal with that again. I just didn't like having to recruit all the time, bug friends and family, cold message people, and talk people into a monthly auto shipment. That just wasn't something that I was very passionate about. I did do it for a while to stay home with my kids when they were very little, but I just got really tired of it very, very quickly. And I also hated not seeing my people winning the way that they should be. So I stepped down from doing that back when the pandemic happened in 2020. And then I got custody of my kids and I relocated from Seattle, Washington to Idaho. So for the years 2021 and 2022 and the bigger part of 2023, I was dabbling in a little bit of affiliate marketing on the side, but I wasn't making like any insane amount of money. I was still working a ton of jobs plus a full-time job and side gig. There were things that I absolutely loved that were possessions of mine that I had to go sell on Facebook Marketplace and on Etsy just to be able to pay my bills. And it wasn't because I wasn't a hard worker or that, I made bad choices. It was because this economy is insane right now. Like, people are having a hard time keeping up. And as a single mom to 6 kids, I needed to make sure that I could provide for them. I was basically never home. I would get up around 5:30 or 6 in the morning and leave the house by 7. I would leave at the crack of dawn every single day. I worked 7 days a week, depending on which day. I did a different job each day, but I worked every single day. And some nights at my restaurant job, I wouldn't even get home until after midnight, depending on if we still had customers or not. But I did whatever I had to do for my kids because I'm a hard worker and, that's what we do, right? Like, we rise to the occasion and we do our best, but sometimes even our best is not enough. When I first heard about digital marketing, I didn't think that it was a scam because I know that there's a lot of people that can make really good money online with different gigs. But I was just confused on how it all worked. And I was very much like, no, I don't want to be a part of another company. I don't want to be a part of an MLM. And I honestly wish with all my heart that I would have reached out to the girl that I bought the courses from sooner, because I would have learned very quickly that it wasn't what I thought, but instead I just kept scrolling. So June of 2023 is the first time that digital marketing started popping up for me on my For You page on TikTok. And then I started noticing it on Instagram as well. I feel like a lot of people don't really explain it very well. And so I was very confused on how it all worked. It sounded very techy. It sounded like kind of nerdy. And I honestly was so busy and overwhelmed with my life and all of these commitments trying to take care of my kids that I just didn't think that it was for me. My biggest thing was time. I didn't think that I was going to have enough time to actually dive into this and learn what I needed to learn to be successful. And so I kept scrolling and I kept struggling. In the fall of 2023, I finally reached out to a girl on Instagram and started asking questions. She quickly explained to me that it wasn't anything that I thought that it was. This is actually freelance digital marketing. It's not through a company and it's not an MLM. You're not going to be recruiting and you don't build a team. You don't make money off of people's sales. You get 100% profit with every single sale. And the reason why I liked that is because when I was with an MLM and even when I dabbled in affiliate marketing for a while, my paycheck was always contingent on other people's success and other people's work ethic, which a lot of people these days don't have work ethic. But I knew that I was a hard worker and I knew I was willing to learn. And I also knew that anything that could bring an extra couple $1,000s a month into my life to where I didn't have to sell things from my home and I didn't have to donate plasma, or maybe I could actually stay in on a Saturday night instead of picking up another shift, that sounded better to me. I've had a couple of people say things like, oh, it's too good to be true, but actually it's 2024 and there's digital transactions happening all around you at any given moment. You just say that because you're not on the receiving end. When you buy these digital products, you actually own the rights to them. And so you can do one of two things. You can either make your own digital product or you can sell the done for you digital product. Because you own the license to them and you can resell them for 100% profit, I instantly knew that this was a no-brainer opportunity because there's actually no way that you could lose money on this. I thought of all the things that I've invested in. I've gone to conventions, I've downloaded podcasts that I paid for, I've bought books. In the past, when I've owned other businesses, I used to own a coffee stand. I hired a mentor. I invested in mentorship groups. I invested in courses that helped me grow my mindset that did not have any type of resale rights where I couldn't make my money back. But I did that because I wanted to grow as a person. So for me, I was like, this kind of makes like total sense because you buy it one time and then one sale pays you back in full. I didn't want to do something where I was relying on other people's work ethic. I wanted to be in control of my income. When she told me that you make anywhere from $500 to $1,000 with every single sale, I was like, where do I sign? Because you make your money back with one sale, I knew that if I just focused on that my first week and got that sale under my belt, I'd feel so much better because I'd be in the green with my business. And then from there, I knew that I would just focus on a couple sales per week because that would equate to thousands of dollars of extra income into my household per month. This was going to take off all the stress of having to be gone all the time. I was so worried because if I were to get sick or if my kid was sick, which this actually happened multiple times, and if I were to miss work, or if my body was just tapped out and I couldn't handle donating plasma twice a week that week, we would literally be screwed. This is where I had to start babysitting on the weekends and selling things from my house because if I was just too exhausted to keep up with those things, like a bill wasn't getting paid that week. And it's just insane to me, and it's honestly heartbreaking at what has happened with this economy. I know so many other families are hurting and so many other people are looking for ways to make income online without having to sell things to friends and family, without having to recruit or build a team. So not only was I thinking of myself when I got started with this, but all I could think of was other people that are hurting that need this. And let's face it, even if you have a really good job, everyone could use extra money. Having an extra $3,000 to $5,000 or even $10,000 a month coming in through passive income with digital products every single month, not only can that be a rescue for you like it was for me and my kids, but it also could be something even bigger. You will start dreaming so big with this, I promise you. I went from just needing an extra $1,000 a month to be okay with groceries to now it's 6 months in and I've made over $200,000. And I did this without TikTok, by the way. I had this TikTok account, the one that just took off, way back in the day when I had my MLM days. And I had built it up to about 5,000 followers, but then I completely stopped posting on it. Last year when I was dabbling in affiliate marketing, I posted like a little bit, but I never took it seriously or anything. When I first started with digital marketing, I actually made a brand new Instagram. And I didn't put my name to it or anything like that because I was like nervous to put my name behind something. I wanted to see that it was actually going to work. And it blew my freaking mind. I ended up biting the bullet and getting started. I bought my course and I really didn't have the money to spend. So I knew I had to make that money back immediately. I teach everyone inside of my mentoring group how I made my money back within my first 24 hours. I also teach this inside the course. I now have my own course called Money Moves. And I made this course to teach you exactly how to scale to $200,000 in a little bit under 6 months. I built up a brand new Instagram account and I did that before I ever brought this to my TikTok page or to my Facebook. In fact, I didn't bring it to my Facebook until I had made almost 20 grand on that new Instagram page. Fun fact, you also don't have to do Reels if you don't want to. You can do a faceless account and those are actually incredibly viral right now. So to sum it up, you buy the course one time and then you own the rights to it and you can resell it for 100% profit every single time. That means that you can make on average anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 extra dollars a month just from a couple sales a week. The course is not just to resell the course though. It actually teaches high profit skill sets, like how to do automations and funnels, how to drive traffic to your website. A lot of business owners and entrepreneurs actually buy the course to increase their own sales. You will learn high profit skill sets that I didn't even realize were so easy to learn. With my automations and my funnel set up, I only work a couple hours a day. So not only people wanting to make money will buy the course, but also business owners or anyone that has any type of offer or brand because it's going to help them boost their sales. I hope this explains it a little bit better and thank you so much for listening to my story. And as a thank you for watching this webinar, I want to give you a special little offer. Normally it's $9.97 to get started, but if you click the special offer or DM me the word webinar, You can get started for just $777. I can't wait to teach you.